Hi everyone. Today's video is a simple explanation, maybe not short, but I try to simplify just the explanation of what narcissistic personality disorder is, but more not even technical, but mostly who a narcissist is, who they are. And for all those scholars out there that are professionals now on the subject, I hope that I can offer something you didn't know already. Still, as simple as this can be, that you still learn something today. Let me know. Ask questions. So first, forming the narcissist. There's three factors that make up who we become, who we are. Our genetics, which I think has very little to do, but I think it does have an impact on that. Culture, not much. They're in every culture. But I think some can influence a little bit more, some more than others. I think things like trauma, like war, does. And then our environment, our upbringing, being raised. And I think that has the most to do with it. This is developmental. It's about developmental, from childhood onto adulthood, or a lack of. Psychologists have not yet agreed on how they're formed exactly, because there's more than one way, so to speak. But biggest factor, emotional neglect. Biggest factor. Another big factor would be suppressing the development of the self, of our actual self. Whether it's shaming the self to the child, the narcissist child, or placing identity and importance and focus only on their ego, or both. They are lacking and this is in development. The child is lacking agreeability, empathy, connection with other human beings, and self-accountability. Their biggest fears are inadequacy, humiliation, and rejection. Over many years, there's been many subtypes coined, and they've changed over time. For a long time now, it's been a long time. From about 4 different subtypes to 2. The overt and covert is what you'll hear of today, and they'll vacillate between the two. Overt means outright, open. Covert means covered, hidden. The narcissist has a disorder that permits them to have functional relationships with other people, and is a disorder of the self and about their insecurity. All of them. Overt and covert is based on how well they can hide that insecurity. The more grandiose a narcissist is, the more psychopathic they are. The higher in psychopathy they are, or they're a psychopath. But the narcissism in someone with NPD is about their insecurity. Narcissism is a spectrum that we are all on, but the narcissist has a disorder, means it causes negative effects in their life. We all have narcissism. We're all in that spectrum, in the middle, actually. And you have some that are selfless, so selfless they might have a disorder, but you have some that are so selfish, you could say, that they have a disorder. It causes negative effects on their life. It's about the perception of their self. It's poor, and they overcompensate for this. They believe that we are not equal, especially them. This places importance on their ego. Makes them superficial, fake. Status is all they care about. Money, objects. Better than everyone. Omnipotent. May act morally pure, but highly immoral. They're exploitative. They look for people to raise their status, emotionally support them, and adore them, and shower them with attention. They tend to love bomb, objectify people, and discard them. They most commonly are verbally abusive, sexually abusive and exploitative, mentally abusive, psychologically abusive, emotionally abusive, financially abusive, and emotionally traumatic. They will commonly cheat, lie, and steal and make you feel crazy. They will project their own shame that they reject onto you and move on. That's how they live with themselves. Typically, will hoover you, try to get you back, just to objectify you again, just to stroke their ego and leave. But it will always be the same because it's a pervasive pattern. Their behaviors are a pervasive pattern of rigidity. It's always the same, never changes throughout their life, in all parts of their life. Some common misconceptions is that they're just spoiled babies. Spoiled they could be, not all, for sure. Some don't get anything they need and they're still narcissists. But they could be spoiled physically, toys, stuff like that, not held accountable would be kind of the spoil that makes a difference, but not so much flooding with stuff. That fake things and the toys, that it just increases their ego more and their value and importance on objects and status and stuff like this. Another common misconception is that narcissists are secure with who they are. Far from it. Disorder of insecurity. Another one is that they love themselves. No, they don't. They hate themselves. They have shame. And that's why they don't love you. And that's why you can't really love them. Another common misconception is that they don't care about people. They care about people. They need people. We don't need people in the sense that you need an individual. We have emotional needs that must be met in a relationship, but they don't get their needs met and they're never going to meet yours. But they need you. They need people. They care about people. Another common one is that they're happy alone. Not so much. Another one is that they don't suffer. Oh, they suffer. Another one is that they're happier with the next person. That they're happy and healthy and great with other people and other relationships, just not the one with you. Nope. They're all the same. Or that they've changed over time. Nope, not if they have NPD. Don't change much. I always make a joke, hopefully they change their underwear. They suffer. And it's very common, most, if not all, are depressed and suicidal. And so do the others. So do other people around them suffer greatly. Could have forms of PTSD and a lost sense of self amongst a myriad of other symptoms. I'll leave it with this saying that I really like. I heard somewhere. Sometimes it can take someone to enter our life that cannot love us to teach us to love ourselves. And I hope that's what we all get from this lesson in life. To allow somebody so cold and not care and exploit us and discard us like an object. Is that we start caring for ourselves better and protecting ourselves. Yeah? That's it, guys. Try to keep it simple. Try to keep it kind of short. Ask questions, please, and most of all, share your own experiences. I encourage you all to do that, please. I appreciate that, and so do other people. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.